everybody, today we're here at Supplements.co.nz and we're doing BSC product talks, and I'm with Jason and Mike, and the product we're talking about now is called Rapid Growth, and Mike's going to tell us a little bit about how this is different maybe from other mass gainers, when you use this product, and yummy flavors.
Mike's going to talk a little bit, that'll be a first.
Okay, maybe a little bit
We've
more.
got loads of tape.
That's all right, that's great. Hey guys, Rapid Growth is actually one of my newfound favourites. It still doesn't pass Nitrovol, which everyone knows is my favourite, but it is my number two. Rapid Growth is, it's here to take on the mass gainer market. Now, mass gainers traditionally are basically, I guess, the target of those that struggle to put on weight, or not after a high protein dosed product, in the sort of 70 to 90% mark. So generally I think of a mass gainer, and I'm not sure what your opinion is, but something under sort of the 30-45% protein mark, whereas your traditional proteins that you usually find are 90-80%.
Yep.
Having said that, a young guy comes in and he wants to change his body. What are the things that you would find that a young guy wants to do?
Add on some muscle.
Absolutely.
Get a bit bigger.
Yeah, it's like we get a lot of young guys coming in who can eat anything that they want. You know what I mean? And they just still can't put on that size.
Yeah, I fondly remember those times when I could eat anything I would want and I would not put on any size. The thing is, they also don't want to do is they don't want to get fat.
Yeah, they don't want the size just here. They want the size everywhere.
Here, but got to be six-pack come summertime.
Yeah.
So guys, learn to buy a shirt and you can hide it. But with Rapid Growth, one of the cool things is it's not massive in its fat content. A lot of the mass gains you find in the market are really high in either fat or carbohydrates. And or both, unfortunately, yeah. They do taste yummy, but to build muscle, the building blocks of building muscle is protein. It's like builders on a building site. You can have the bricks, and the bricks are the protein. You can have all the builders in the world, but if there's not enough bricks there, there's no wall going up. So, in Rapid Growth, we've dosed this up with 34% protein. So you're having enough protein going into your body to build the muscle that you want to build. The more protein you have as well, then obviously we're having to counter that by taking out carbohydrates, taking out fat, so you're not going to end up with excess calories sitting around your stomach come summertime. So the results are going to happen. With protein, as you know, there's many types of protein. There's fast acting and there's slow acting. And so what we've done is we've actually got in the Rapid Growth formula, which comes in both a 4.5 kg bag and a little 2.25 kg bag, we've got quite a number of proteins in here. So there's glutamine peptides and L-glutamine, so it's really, really fast getting into your system for immediate recovery from a workout. But then also there is 5 other types of protein as well, so a variation of ways. So you're having a stagger from immediate to time release protein after your workout. You know that there's a 60-minute window after your workout to really ingest more proteins than you could normally absorb. In fact, that window, your body, it's almost super compensating like a vacuum. Maybe at a normal sitting you might absorb, say, 35 grams. After a workout you might be inclined to be able to take in as much as 60 grams. So that's the time to chuck it all in there. And my recommendation is have a shake straight after workout. A lot of your old timers, and I consider myself an old timer, might say to have a meal, but the problem with a meal is your body's got to go through the process of digesting that meat and breaking it right down to a small level and being able to absorb it. Well, why waste that time? Why not have a shake? And in an hour's time, because it's a fluid and you've moved it all through, you can actually have that second meal as well. So
and usually by the time people get home, they drive their car from the gym, they always go, oh, I eat straight after. But really, in reality, by the time you make your meal, you cook it, it's like an hour, you get stuck in traffic. It's like this way you have it now.
Yeah, that, as you said,
have it in.
People get stuck in traffic. I mean, most people tend to train after work. Work knocks off 5:36. So we're all on the roads at the same time, we're all in the gym at the same time. One of my favourite habits, I walk out, I literally have a shaker in the car, pop it, drink it, and then I'm not grumpy when I get home because, it has been said that when I'm hungry I perhaps don't have the friendliest of natures. So, taking something like Rapid Growth soothes that problem. I get home, I'm not upset, I can cruise, I can spend a bit of time, I can have a shower and whatnot, then cook up.
If you don't want angry men.
And so for your hard gainer, how many servings a day would you recommend?
Well, it's obviously budget conscious, and we're not here to say spend your life savings on rapid growth. I would say a minimum of 1.5 servings. That sounds weird, because most people say 1, 2 or 3 or whole numbers. We actually recommend, for your hard gainer, taking a half serving about half an hour to an hour before your training.
Yep.
So it's going to give you great value, and then you have one serving immediately after your workout. That's your minimum really to get going. But beyond that, it would be great if you could have a second or additional full serving as well after that. So you would likely have that maybe mid-morning. So I'm assuming that you're having breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Then you're having your pre and post workout and your midday type shake as well. Great thing about the rapid growth as well is a lot of the mass gainers on the market, you'd probably be fair to say, they're fairly sizable servings. Some of them as high as 250 grams in a serve, which is a lot of powder.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of calories all at once as well. Eh?
Yeah. Well, they need to load in that many to be able to sell the product. For you to get, in some instances, a 40 or a 50 gram serving of protein, you need a huge, almost cup of powder, because there's actually a very small percentage of protein in there. With all BSC products, the protein serving sizes are not that large. So this is an 80 gram serving. I suggest that you have a look at your main market products and see what their serving sizes are. It's an 80 gram serving. If you really want to crank it up, as I do scoop in and make mine a 100 gram serving. Put a little bit more water in just to maintain the fluidity of it. But even at 80 grams, it's really liquid, very palatable. You can consume it. It's not like trying to eat glue, which historically, and I remember back when powders first came, they were pretty tough to consume.
Cool. And so at that serving, how many servings are in these bad boys?
Good one. Well, this one is 28.1 servings per bag, so that's a decent sized amount of servings out of a 2.25k bag. As I say, check that against your main standard mass gainers that you get. And the big 4.5k bag, it's got a fair few more. It's got 56 servings, I correct myself, in one bag. So obviously it's just double the size, double the servings. Really one of the cool things I want to talk about, guys, just briefly, we do have rapid growth in a new flavour called cookie dough.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds yum.
Imagine what it was like when your mum used to make biscuits, and before it went in the oven, or if you were lucky enough, you got to eat the dough and whatnot out of the bowl before it all got cooked up. So it does taste very, very nice. One of my favourites.
Delicious, delicious. And some mass gainers don't mix up that well. How's the mixability of the...
Because of the broad range of proteins, including obviously the whey proteins and the glutamine peptides, it's very, very fluid, very, very bioavailable. It breaks down really, really nice and easy into a liquid, so it's not a big gluey substance. Part of that is also because it's not a full serving the size of a cup. It's not a 200 or 180 or 250. In some circumstances, I've seen a 250 gram serving. You might as well be trying to drink it with a knife and fork, to be honest. So these ones I do put in just a handshake. I shake it up, and that's all it takes.
It's a rock and roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Well, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next BSC product info.